Irregular Nation, welcome to a new episode of Irregular Thoughts / Rants. Oh boy, are you ready? You saw that thumbnail, DCU, MCU, everybody. Can y'all just shut up? Get ready, it's coming at you next. Be right back. Okay, Irregular Nation, if you're actually back for this, don't forget to hit that like, drop some comments, share it out. You know, of course that helps the videos. So, let's get into it. Alright. Is it just me? Or don't you think we're at the point? We gotta be at the point, right? Where you want MCU and DCU movies to just thrive. There should be no competition. No competition. You need these movies to do well. Now, of course, they've, as they like to say, have sputtered. But look, when you start hitting those big marks with some of these movies, they set the bar way too high. Okay? And of course, all these movies. Okay, movie math. Everybody with their movie math. Why keep air quoting? But the movie math people, you know, worried about how much a movie makes. Why? Did you like the movie? You enjoy it? Yeah? It made like hundreds of millions of dollars? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, I mean, great. Superman was awesome. Both of those reviews are here on the YouTube channel. They'll be down in the descriptions if you want to go watch them. Both movies were really good. Each did something different, right? They each had a different tone to them. You know, the MCU has been around. It's established. Their movie universe is established. Superman was the kickoff for the DCU, James Gunn's DCU. And it was great. Loved it. Oh my God, it was Superman the Animated Series / Justice League Unlimited come to life. How could you not want that? We'll get into some of that, you know, but I got into that in the review. So, I mean, go watch that shit. But, I mean, we'll still bring some of that up. Fantastic Four. What a really great movie. Oh my God. Like, you haven't really been able to enjoy a Marvel movie, I guess, since Deadpool Wolverine, right? Deadpool Wolverine, great movie, fun, different, had its stuff. Put into the MCU, so you know that somehow, some way that's going to be showing up in Avengers Doomsday. Fantastic Four is now connected to Avengers Doomsday. We know all that, spoiler. Why are we worried about how much the movie makes? When did everybody start to become worried about that shit? We are all average Joes here, baby. What are we worried about that stuff for? If everybody goes to see the movie and makes hundreds of millions of dollars, you're probably gonna get your sequel. Yeah. I mean, what they have to pay to make these movies, I get it. They're barely breaking even half the time. It doesn't matter how much fucking money they make. With all the different tiers, the onion layers that you gotta peel here to pay all these people. I mean, come on now. But the people that are supposed to enjoy the entertainment, I don't feel that we enjoy the entertainment anymore. I really don't. I do. I mean, if something sucks, it sucks, right? It's okay to say that. Everybody should always have their opinions on stuff. This isn't me saying don't have your opinions. Of course, have your opinions. I don't give a shit about them. But, you know, have them. If we're like-minded and we can go back and forth, fantastic. If not, move on. Millions of other people, billions of other people. And everybody creates content. Sorry for the shakiness because I keep slapping the table. Gotta stop slapping the table. Keep your hands back, sir. Take a sip here. So there should be no controversy right now. You just had two really good movies from each studio, the MCU and the DCU. Both comic book movies, both the new like it's comic booky. Yes, I get it, it's comic. All comic book movies should be comic booky. Okay, regardless of the darkness of it, whatever it may be, how dark, how campy, how corny, whatever. okay? It should be comic booky. Never understand. I mean, everybody wants to come out with a narrative. I get it. I mean, look. The Snyder Cult, okay? As you know, love Zack Snyder's stuff, okay? Loved Man of Steel. BBS is at the bottom, but still liked it. And then Zack Snyder's Justice League, fantastic. It had its moment in the sun. Zack Snyder had his moment in the sun. Got to come back and finish his own freaking movie that got butchered. And I know all the history. I was in a lot of those groups that did all that talking and all that kind of stuff. But for some reason, there was a faction that broke off, and they just never moved on from it. Yo. And it still goes on. But everybody starved the flame, yo. Stop reacting to that. Who cares? That's over and done with. I wouldn't even acknowledge it. I'll just say it here because I don't make a ton of videos on this stuff when it comes to, like, let's talk about, hey, listen everybody, you should just be liking both properties, okay? No, you don't have to like anything at the end of the day, okay? You can hate what you just saw. I mean, the amount of people that came out and did a Superman review, guess what? He did his job. Whether you liked it or not, he did his job. He got every bit of the human race to come out and watch his damn movie, okay? Whether you were a comic book fan, just a casual fan, maybe you were like over-the-top fans, I mean, whatever it may be. If you didn't want to see it, you still went to go see it because you wanted to go hate on it. One way or the other, his job was accomplished. The movie is fucking awesome. It really is. But you also have to understand certain tiers, and it was done in a different way to maybe people saying, oh, a Superman movie, I'm going to get an origin story. No different than when Zack Snyder did Man of Steel, and he went with the deconstruction of the characters, okay? He was doing something different back then. Very cool. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I remember seeing that shit in the theater, I think it was 3 or 4 times. Yeah. And then, everything after that. But I'm also of normal mind here. When things move on, they move on. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to sit here and say, if you're a Superman fan, then you should like what just came out. No, you can hate it. Like I said, hate it. Don't like it. But man, do we got to hear you every freaking day? Please, no. No. Stop grifting. Stop grifting. And then at the end of the day, they're also tying the politics stuff. It's woke, and I've seen that crap. Like, what? What? You woke up today? Very good. Very good. I applaud you. You woke up. I know the term. Shut up. Please, just shut up. And now, like, going into Fantastic Four, I have nothing negative to say about that movie. Nothing. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I was like, yes! Yes! The one thing I laughed about was when people are like, well, it's better than the other ones. The other ones are really, really bad. Especially the latest, that last installment with Michael B. Jordan, Miles Teller, Kate Mara, right? And then the naked thing. I actually didn't see that. Like I said that in my Fantastic Four review. Yeah. Well, we're not going to do that. We're not going to compare it to the... I don't compare movies to movies. I don't like to do that. Why? Because each movie is supposed to be different. Fantastic Four did a great job. And I can't wait to see how that all ties in. Can't wait. I can't wait. I think the biggest gripe with Fantastic Four... I don't know... Look. Is the Fantastic Four Superman? No. Is it going to gross the money like Superman did? Probably not. Probably not. It's Fantastic Four. Okay? It's not the Avengers. It's not SpiderMan. It's not Wolverine and Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool was made big by Ryan Reynolds, honestly. But, it's not the X-Men. I can't wait for them to get to that. I mean, all that's coming. So that's where I come in here and I go, why does everybody bicker with one another? What are you bickering about? Like, stop the Zack Snyder crap, too. Like, that shit, it's just weird. It's honestly weird. And then even coming out, even if you're a fan of what he did, you coming out to talk about it constantly, only ignites the flame more. You get it? So if you don't talk about it anymore, it does eventually go away. All that stuff goes away. Things go away that you don't talk about. If you constantly go back and forth with one another, it's not gonna work out, is it? You're just gonna keep going back and forth about the same damn things. And then when you tie in that into like what James Gunn's doing, you have like this weird echo coming in. So people feel the need that they gotta come out and defend it. No one needs to defend anything. Just don't engage. The DCU is now open. It's ready. It's open for business. Okay, Supergirl's coming. Lanterns is coming. I think Supergirl is gonna hit it. It's gonna hit a home run. I really do. I always would see the silliness, like, that's the other thing, like, with Superman movies, a lot of people are trying to pick out silly things to be like, oh, you see that, and then you're like, well, dude, even me, a dude that doesn't read the comics, I know this is being pulled from certain comics. And then that is the portraying the character of where they're at. So they were saying, like, oh, they portray her and she's all drunk. He even talks about it in the movie. He says what she's doing. And you know that she's struggling with the fact that her planet blew up, and now she's on Earth, and she's a superhero, and this, that, you know, imagine. But that movie's, you know that movie's gonna be banging. I never would think I would say that either. I have no interest in Supergirl, I don't care. But the fact that, like, the way that they set that up and how it's gonna be tied in, yeah, no, I wanna see the damn movie. Her, Lobo, Crypto will be in it, you know, however, which way they do this. Let's go. The Woman of Tomorrow. It's a darker, it's, you know, like a more adult style, I guess you could say, of Supergirl. I don't fucking know. Whatever. That's what I can tell from it. You know, she's lost. We're all lost. Perfect. And they said the script is great. And that's the thing. And the other thing that's great, too, is that they're spacing these movies out. Like, Marvel finally learned, like, all right, a little more quality. Let's get back to quality, guys. Let's not do all the quantity. Okay? I mean, look, we all knew that Punisher was going to be in the SpiderMan movie, right? So now all that stuff's coming out. I mean, like I said, I'm not a fan of the set photo. I'm really not. It doesn't excite me. It doesn't do anything for me at the end of the day. It just gives, I guess, people something to go back and forth about. Usually for me, if we get to the trailer... Once we get to the trailer, then you got me. Then I'm ready. Then I start getting excited. But if it's just set photos, nah, man, I don't want to see that. I don't care. I know, I mean, the behind the scenes stuff is cool, but no, get me to the trailer. Like the Spider-Man suit. It looks like a dude in cosplay, just like it always does with any of it. It looks like us in cosplay, right? Yeah, but when you see the suit on screen, oh, and then the way they put some digital enhancements onto it. Oh, and the coloring and the editing. Yeah, the Spider-Man suit looks fantastic. It's a Spider-Man suit. Take right here. I will say one of my favorite Spider-Man suits is the Amazing Spider-Man 2, even though that movie sucked. I liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. First movie was good, but, you know, Tobey, of course. We love the Tobey suit. And then Tom Holland finally got his suit. And then you gotta like the fact that you've been able to grow with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, right? You got to grow with it. So then again, like, I think this has more of a positive hit. I don't know why people worry about how much money the Fantastic Four is gonna do at the end of the day. It did its job. It did its job. That's it. Movie was solid. Really good. You got behind the characters. You like the team. You're gonna see this team going forward. I would assume so. And let's go. Let's get on to the next phase. That's how I look at that. No different than DC. Let's go on to the next phase. Why are we worried? Why are we still seeing people fight about Superman? Why? That's your Superman. That's it. That's it. No Henry Cavill. Too old. Unless he comes back one day as Kingdom Come Superman. But that's kind of probably what they're leading with their story. You know what I mean? Like, they have a whole multiverse What if, they said they want to bring Henry Cavill back to play a character, this and that. What if at one point they get down into the multiverse and then he becomes another Superman? Right? And he gets to do a cameo in a movie. Oh my god. Ooh. And then all the freaking Snyder crazies can come back and go, oh. I loved him as Superman. We got him as Superman. We didn't get the run with it. And the other thing that I always laugh about with that whole cry, right? It was only gonna be 5 movies. 5. He only wanted to do 5. And then that was it. That was it. So if the man got to finish that was gonna be one heavy metal rock and roll style DC slate with your heroes, watching them get knocked off. But it was cool. It was good. It was like you were watching a live action Injustice done by Zack Snyder. See, Zack Snyder can do Injustice. There you go. If everybody wants Zack Snyder back, you can. There you go. Drop in the comments. Be like, yeah, Injustice. He could do that. He so could do that. That's right up his alley. Like his tone. And that's why I love that Gunn's in charge of an entire universe. And you see, like, you're getting the DCAU. You're getting the best. Can you imagine? This is why you should be excited. You should be excited as a DC fan. You're gonna get Batman in this universe. Imagine Batman in it. No, he's gonna be corny. Shut up, he's not. Oh, Wonder Woman, Flash down the road, Cyborg, Aquaman, whoever else they decide to bring the fuck in. Green Arrow, please. Green Arrow, please. If you liked Superman the Animated Series, how did you not? If you liked Batman the Animated Series, how did you not? Justice League and then Justice League Unlimited? Come on, yo. That's what you're getting. Live action. That's what you got in Superman. That's what you got. Did you not see that? To the people that are like, this movie was bad. I'm like, I can't get down with it. It was bad. I can understand if you don't like it. That I can understand. But if you know of what I was just talking about prior to this, come on now. Come on now. I think you're missing out. I think you're missing out. Huh. Now, where else would I be going with this right now? I didn't want to go into all the history. We don't need all the history, people. There's no need for all the history. If you think I don't know it, you can scroll back on my page. I've got a ton of stuff on when the whole Snyder thing happened. It was, like I said, it was unprecedented. But that was then, this is now, right? Right? Those who live in the past, you're not going to do a good job. You're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. Now, does that mean you should watch what you don't want to watch? Never. Never. But if you're really a fan of all this stuff, there's no, I would have to question your stubborn personality of why you wouldn't be watching each brand. Because I think each brand, as everybody likes to say, they're all cooking. They're cooking right now. Yeah. All right. How about Daredevil Born Again? Ooh, I enjoyed that. Yeah, was it magnificent? Was it the best thing? Was it like the Netflix series? Nah, nothing's ever going to be like the Netflix series when it first popped on, because that's when it first came out, and you're like, but they continued it fine. I thought it was really good. X-Men 97. Oh my, X-Men 97. I'm excited for the next season. I haven't seen shit on it, but I'm excited for it. Ooh. And then when we get the X-Men in live action, let's go. Let's go. There's a lot to look forward to. I think each brand is rebounded. I think so. Like I said, I don't understand why everybody gets obsessed with the movie math of it all. I would let that go. You didn't make the movie, okay? You're not getting paid from the movie. No. that's not happening, you know, you're a fan of the product. Watch it. Enjoy it. And if you don't, move on. Go watch the old stuff, right? That's it. Yeah. All right. Well, Irregular Nation, that was enjoyable. Okay. Make sure, like I said, to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't, and come take a ride on the irregular side, because why wouldn't you want to? Cheers.